Hi, chat. We have
I got
friends.
to walk around and tell people where they messed up. It was mostly just paint scuffs. And I stuck blue tape on the wall.
Well, Chad
That
knows.
was my hour. That was my work.
Chad knows that you stuck blue paint on the wall now. Hello.
Blue tape. Tape.
Sorry,
Like
tape.
painter tape.
Painter tape. Oh, hold on. The freaking thing
And
is
I'm like,
being
y'all
silly.
missed this spot. And they're like, yeah, we're well aware. I'm like, just do general cleanup then.
Open.
Smiley face.
Boop, 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 boop. Thank you, Switch, for being so kind to me.
You gonna share the screen with us?
Yes,
Okay.
I literally just put it. I just put it up. That's why. I was just
Okay.
fixing the Switch beat-oops. There we go.
Like, I would like to know what's happening in the game.
Do not fret.
That we're playing.
Oh my god, Indy with the watch streak. Currently on a 5 watch streak. Oh my gosh, I feel so special. Oh my god. Anyways, how are you two before we actually start this insanity that is gonna be a very long trip? Also, I gotta fix my things before I do it.
Oh, I'm so fucking tired. That's what I am.
Do you have your waters? Your sippies?
I do.
I do. I also have my Woman, so I got warm Dwinky Dwink.
Not yours. Alright. We're gonna have a time. We are going through a storyline now. So let's see. Delete my thingy. Alright. We have
Okay.
Kindness in here. Yes?
Now you got Gigolo stuck in my head. Fuck you.
Anytime, girly.
His head is so fucked up.
She don't want me. She
don't want me. I just use it for his body. Yeah,
yeah. Gigolo. Alright. But we have our villain. Or is he?
Mr.
We'll see what happens.
Booty Harma
He killed my son's father. So get him. Burn him away.
Don't you mean father's? Oh wait, no, he did actually kill the father. Never mind.
Yeah.
I was like, don't you mean father's twin? But I'm like, wait, the father's twin is who recently died.
Mm-hmm.
Or body double.
Mm-hmm. The father died 12 years ago. Crazy.
He was replaced by an evil clone.
Which crazy, also very crazy theory that you crafted up and it worked.
I was just saying bullshit, man. I didn't think that'd be the actual plot. I was like, oh, this would be so stupid if it was real. Ha 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 ha! Dodgeball in my face.
Hi Oka, are you putting away all the bad guys? We're putting away all the bad guys. Hi Miles. Hi Engar. Hi. All right. Whenever you're ready, Indy.
Bodhi Harma Canis.
And dog.
Oh god.
It shouldn't be too much. It should be very minimal. So if you want to take it down just for Lang's voice for today, you're fine.
No.
No, don't hurt your voice.
What the heck are you doing here?
Lang, did you just wake up?
Yes.
What the law? You think you can just show up in front of us like that and it ain't a problem?
Forgive me, but I couldn't help overhearing the fascinating conversation you were having. I don't remember the voice I gave him, but it's okay. That'll be it.
The opportunity to gloat over your past crimes is just too good to miss, I expect. You killed President Wang.
I did, but it's not something I'm inclined to gloat over. I'm already in jail. It doesn't really matter to me, honestly. I was more interested.
Bars of the jailhouse. If you're in jail, where are the bars?
I escaped. But I'm still.
Then you're not in jail, are you?
I'm supposed to be in prison. I wanted to be here for the show, you know, make you not walk too far to the prison. I was more interested in something else you mentioned, or someone else, should I say.
Someone you're looking for, I suppose.
Exactly. That's why I took a little sojourn from the
Penitentiary.
penitentiary to find a certain young pup. A young pup in a rather eye-catching red coat.
What?
Hey, you know who they are?
In a manner of speaking, what did you call them again? A secret mastermind? Oh yeah, it was me, right? It's your friend in the red coat, of course.
Red raincoat.
The prosecutor looks a little surprised, doesn't he, Hellnut? Or Hellmutt? Yes, he does. I was reading that as helmet, and in my brain's like, no, it's this word. No, it's not. The young pup I mentioned, he saved my life, you know, 12 long years ago. So we're gonna talk about it in this unexpected testimony. My unexpected savior. As you have surmised, it was I who killed President Wang. This is a confession. You may throw me into jail again. But that meant that I too became an inconvenience in need of removal. The imposter president, Winner, Lagarde, all three were keen to guarantee my silence. And if I hadn't met my friend, the young pup again, they might even have succeeded. I wonder what he's doing now.
So it was the president's body double who hired you?
I remember his words almost as if it were yesterday. The bark in the background? Or the squeak?
Well, the puppy's probably just a little baby. He's just a little baby.
Oh, guy.
Oh, hi.
Oh, God.
You know how many times I've nearly been killed? Not once, not twice, a bunch of times. Why do I have to take all the risks? Why am I the one they always put in danger? When I'm out there being him, people treat me like I was him. They worship me. Wait, is he talking? Is this Canis or is this the red raincoat?
The bodyguard.
Body double.
Oh! Oops!
So get back out there, Oro.
Get back out there, Oro!
Oh. Okay. I feel like I should give him like a slightly different voice.
No.
Go from the Trump voice to the Biden voice.
You know how many times I've nearly been killed? Not once, not twice, a bunch of times. Why do I have to take all the risks? Why am I the one they always put in danger? When I'm out there being him, people treat me like I was him. They worship me.
Can I just say real quick?
Squints at my note cards.
Squints at my note cards. Can I just say that it is slightly funny because what was it, like a month or two ago, people were saying that Trump was dead, and then like there's like actually an imposter right now. Like this is how the conversation actually would feel like, and if it ever comes out that this was all true, this would be the craziest situation.
So what's the difference? Who's to say I couldn't just be as good as him?
There was a difference, of course, even if he did look and sound exactly like him. Just because it walks and talks like a president, that doesn't make it a president. Does it, boy? No.
So he got his wish and became the boss, but couldn't quite fill his predecessor's shoes.
Root's not around. That means I'm number one. I wonder if you have what it takes to step into such capable shoes.
I forgot this was Oro and Oro. Oro and Oro crime.
You- Of course I do. I'm the leader now. Me!
Huh. Seems the king and his knight were much the same.
The president's double knew that his employer had a weakness, a young woman named Amelie. Yeah, Amelie. Brain off. But in order to find her, he needed to enlist the help of locals.
Locals such as Chairman Winner.
Once Miss Fenn had been located, they simply needed to find the right time to lay their trap.
Every time I try to eat.
Yeah.
The meeting she arranged so the president could meet with his son. That would have been the perfect opportunity.
Indeed, and with the head of the orphanage brought into the fold, their little conspiracy was complete.
Warden Lagarde.
Now, quid pro quo, where might I find the pop? Is that how you say that? I always hear it.
Quid pro quo.
Okay. I said it.
What makes you think the boy who helped you and our mysterious string puller are one and the same?
He set a little fire that night, out there in the yard of the orphanage.
Oh, yeah, we saw that. It was some kind of prank, right?
A prank? It was nothing of the sort, my dear. No, as I understand it, he had taken refuge in the igloo by the entrance.
Oh yeah, I saw that. It was like a bear or something.
From there, he happened to see Winner and Lagarde carrying away a dead body. He also overheard them hatching a certain sordid little plot. Alden, by the way, thank you for the 10 months. Thank you, thank you. A plot to remove me, the only other person who knew what had really happened, from the picture. Thankfully, he was kind enough to come and inform me. I was waiting inside the building, you see. He also happened to mention later on that he was wearing his favorite red raincoat. In any case, he escorted me from the premises. And being a very considerate boy, thought to erase both our footprints from the scene of the crime. It seems he had a little kerosene set aside in the igloo for just such an occasion. So he spread it liberally about the place and set himself a little fire. And that's why there's a burn, to hide the footprints.
I have several questions unrelated to all of this for the kid. Where the fuck do you get kerosene at your age?
I mean, you know. But I'm assuming this is probably Chairman Winner as a baby. This is Chairman Winner as a kid.
No,
Wait,
Chairman
what?
Winner was carrying away the president's body.
Oh, was he?
Yeah,
Oh.
he's
Yeah.
Chairman Winner, and Lagarde is not this person.
Yeah.
Who the fuck is the baby?
Well, I'm trying to think
I was
of
thinking
all the
because it's like
kids.
arson, and I know Chairman Winner loves arson.
And it's been 12 years, so they're obviously an adult now. I'm trying to think of orphans we know. But I'm not drawing up any.
I'm trying to think of
I guess we gotta
orphans.
wait for the reveal. Which orphan is it?
No way! So that's what the fire was for.
It must have been ever so beautiful. Winter and Lagarde were positively enchanted. And while they were distracted by the show, he took the opportunity to usher me out of a side entrance.
You never answered my question. You really think he's the one behind all of this?
I do indeed. Don't I, Helmut? Yes, I do. Anyways, rebuttal time. We are going all the way over to, I believe, the 4th state. And if I hadn't met my friend, the young pup again, they might even have succeeded.
Hold it!
Again. The two of you had met before.
Yes, on a cold and lonely Christmas Eve 18 years back.
That long ago.
But on that occasion, it was I who saved his life. It was snowing more than it had in years, and cold enough that death by freezing was a real possibility. I had taken Helmut out for a little walk. He noticed something and bounded off through the snow. When I caught up to him, he was sniffing at a car. The doors had frozen shut. It took all the strength I had, but eventually I had managed to open one. Remember the boys from the...
Oh my fucking god.
The boys from the bakery case? That were missing and were never found?
Bro.
Oh my fucking
And
god.
inside I found 2 young boys, shivering and semi-conscious.
2.
Yes, and had I found them even an hour later, the poor wretches would never have made it. I took them both to a nearby orphanage.
Is it me or is there something significant about what he just told us? Yeah. What is it about Canis' statement that's especially noteworthy? The number of people or the date?
The date.
Yeah.
It's because it was Christmas Eve. 18 years ago.
This was on Christmas Eve 18 years ago? You're certain of that?
Because that's when the event happened. I am.
Holy smokes!
We have something that shows why that date is so significant. Which piece of evidence relates to the date on which Mr. Canis found the children?
Can I just say, it's really funny seeing Edgeworth say that out loud, like his mouth is moving to say that out loud instead of thinking that. So it's like, he's like, which piece of evidence? And it's like, everyone's like, don't you know this information? Anyways, Messiah's.
You know which piece of evidence this is?
No, literally.
It's just like that one Vine where the guy's like staring off into the camera like the sitcom way, and then they cut to the other people's perspective. They're like, dude, there's nothing there. There's no camera.
It's not
Nobody's
the
over there.
office.
And then he looks the other way at the other camera.
That was the same day on which a certain incident occurred. The murder of a well-known sculptor.
No way!
An incident in the aftermath of which 2 children went missing. A son of the victim, Artie Frost, and the son of the murderer, Carmelo Gusto.
Damn, so they just left their fucking kids in the goddamn car?
Well, to be fair, Artie's kid was kidnapped, remember?
Oh yeah, that's right.
Artie's kid was kidnapped, and then Gusto fled from, like, and it was clear that, like, Artie's kid was also tied up, by the way. I think. Yeah. So it's like, they left them in the car, and then Gusto fled, and probably what happened was because the case took so long, was, you know, Canis found the kids, took them out, and then Gusto could not find the kids, and then had to flee the country.
I thought Gusto just fled because he just didn't want to fucking deal with it anymore. He's like, oh,
I thought he-
he's like,
I thought he act-
whatever.
I thought he
wanna pay
actively-
child support, fuck this.
I thought he actively said, I couldn't even find my son, no matter, like, he couldn't, like, he didn't find his son at the time. But also, yeah, he didn't care for his son, but he couldn't find him, too. So I thought he looked at that point. It's so stupid. Anyways, yeah.
Anyway. Yeah, now that you mention it, the little guys did go AWOL, huh?
Intriguing. The son of a murderer and the son of his victim. I suppose that would make sense.
It would.
One of the boys was bound hand and foot, you see.
That must have been part of Mr. Frost's plan to stop Mr. Gusto's son from getting into the competition.
Oh, right. Yeah, no, it was Frost who... Yeah, it's the other way. Oh, right, then it was Frost who kidnapped...
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, it was
I
Frost
swapped
who
it.
kidnapped Gusto's son because Gusto's son could actually taste, but
Yeah.
Gusto couldn't. But then Gusto killed Frost, so how is he gonna know where the kids were?
Yeah, okay, that makes way more sense. Now the memory's coming back. Now it makes sense.
Indeed. Because without his son to taste his creations, Mr. Gusto would have had no chance of winning.
So that was what was behind it all. Sadly, neither of the boys were able to remember any such details.
They weren't.
No, when we met each other again on that night 12 years ago, the young pup explained it to me. It seems that they really were on the brink of death when I found them, and the shock of the experience caused them both to lose their memories. They weren't even able to remember their names.
Wow. So they wouldn't have known they were Mr. Frost and Mr. Gusto's kids?
If what he's telling us is true, that would seem likely, yes. Which means we still don't have enough to tell us who our mastermind might be. Mr. Canis, would you mind telling us what happens next?
By all means. Testimony number 2, the pup and I. The pup and I remained in contact even after I was sent to prison. But then I stopped hearing from him. I couldn't help but worry. And then people from 12 years ago started cropping up all over the place. It rather piqued my curiosity, so I thought I'd temporarily regain my freedom and look into things. He decided to escape jail to figure out what the fuck was going on.
People from 12 years ago. You mean Lagarde, Winner, and the President, I assume.
Well, Warden Lagarde was in charge of the prison where he was an inmate this whole time, right?
I fear I wasn't as kind to her as I could have been. But then, she did try to have me killed. You already know why, of course.
Because you murdered President Wang, but they needed the world to believe he was still alive. If somebody exposed the president as a fake, it would have been bad for Lagarde and Chairman Winner, too.
Exactly. And not only that, I happened to overhear something else intriguing that night. Is that Lagarde or is that me?
I think that's you.
No, I think that's
Amelie.
Amelie.
Oh, Amelie, okay. I'll be at the orphanage on the evening of the 9th. I'll be waiting in the front yard. I thought you could meet him if you'd like, even if it's only just this once. I know you're a very busy man, but anyways, that's where we'll be. Goodbye. This is the real one, so.
Okay. Well, now I'm getting confused because I'm like, shouldn't the Trump voice be the first one, and then the Biden voice be the second one because the imposter?
No, okay, let's say though,
Or-
like the imposter impression was so good from the imposter that we heard it as Trump, but in reality he was still quote Biden. This is such a stupid way of explaining this, but you know, it's like we thought that, you know, it was President Trump in the airplane situation, but in reality it was Biden.
Okay, so I know whose voice I'm doing for this one.
Yes.
Who are you? Sorry, but I'm waiting for somebody. Somebody important, you know?
Cause you know me, I'm an important person.
Did you know me? I'm an important person, President of the United States, you know, the most wonderful, fantastic guy there is.
Making the place a better place, you know. Make America great again. Wait, no, make what is it? What the fuck is it called? Zheng Fa.
California great again.
No, make Zheng Fa great again.
Make Zheng Fa great again.
We're killing ourselves over here. God damn it. I know you are. President Wang, I couldn't help overhearing the news. Congratulations. But please, don't worry about your son. I only kill those I am employed to kill, which is, in this case, means you.
Why would anybody want to do that? I'm the most wonderful person there is. I just want to meet with Baron, you know, my son, my wonderful son. This is my first chance to meet him after, you know, so long. I've been a busy man. I've been so busy being president of the United States.
We're ruining his character and it's getting funnier by the second, which sucks because this line is really sad.
You want me to actually read that line?
Yes, because this actually makes me sad.
Serious voice or...
Your choice, your choice.
But wait, this is my first chance to meet him.
That's sad. That's fucking depressing, you know?
And it might be my only chance. Please. Just give me a few minutes longer, just a little bit. I don't ask for much time. I'm a busy man.
Like, that kind of pleading of hoping to at least see his son before death. Ugh, I weep.
Yeah.
Like, he at least wanted a few minutes just to see him. It might be his only chance, and then he's okay with... Well, he's not okay with dying, but, you know, he at least wanted that more than anything.
He'd be a little bit more okay with dying.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Did he? I hope Canis at least let him see his kid before he fucking killed him, bro. Like, come on, at least be a little bit noble.
Amelie would have said she saw him, though. That's the thing.
Amelie McFucking dead, bro.
She died 5 years ago. She was. Oh wait, she never went to see him. Actually, that's the thing.
So it was imposter.
So no. It was like, even if he gave him time, Amelie never showed up, so it didn't matter. Because she was getting tailed by Winner, I believe. I thought he was going to beg for his life, but no, an interesting character. I told him I was not aware that he had a child. No, he said, and shook his head. Neither was I, but the world will know that I have one now. I mean to make sure of it. I've even prepared something in case the worst comes to the worst, which is the reason why the will was made so long ago. And the son in question, it was the young gentleman with the horns here, correct?
Horns? You can see them?
Shut the fuck up, the fucking decorations. I don't need to, my dear. Oh yeah, he's blind. I don't need to, my dear. I've been listening very carefully, you see.
Damn, he sees him via echolocation.
Yeah, literally. And for longer than you may realize.
So the president meant to tell the world about Sean, and prepared something in case of the worst. But it's not enough simply to have Canis's word on the matter. Of course. We have something that proves what he's telling us the president said is true. The will. A will everybody knew about. He entrusted it to my family to show his belief in us, after all.
The name in the recording, the preparations he had made, and his will. With those 3 pieces of information, I was able to convince Warden Lagarde to do anything I asked. Which is the reason why, in jail, he was treated like a princess.
With the information at his disposal, he could have exposed the truth about the body double at any time. And Sean's true identity with it.
President Wang was more agile than I'd anticipated. He blocked my first knife thrust with something soft. By the time the piece I'd broken off hit the snow, my next strike had hit its mark.
So it was Canis who tore the horn off the Tarsar stall.
I was the only one present to hear his final words. The only one who knew the truth about his son. Well, me and that poor pup. The pup and I. The pup and I remained in contact even after I was sent to prison.
Hold it!
So you were able to continue communicating with them from prison?
I was, via post office box.
Oh my
What's
god.
that?
Wait. It's... That would mean... But isn't Knight dead?
Knight is dead.
Then who the fuck... Because he's saying the pup, and he's saying the pup is the red raincoat. But he said he was communicating with them via letter. But the person we know he was communicating with via letter is Knight. Because he was doing the chess game with them. Anyway, okay, continue. It's a means of exchanging mail without revealing one's own address.
I never knew where he was, and I wasn't able to slip out and track him down. I was being kept under rather strict supervision, you see.
By Warden Lagarde, no doubt. What were the two of you even communicating about?
We were playing correspondence chess, of course. That and griping about griping about our respective lots in life.
Correspondence, I fucking knew it.
Correspondence chess? But didn't you used to play that with...
As unlikely as it may seem, Mr. Canis' chess opponent was. Mr. Knight?
Mr. Knight?
I like the idea that you both...
state simultaneously.
Yeah, I like the idea that it's both.
It's Mr. Knight.
I found the diagram of the game in a cell, too.
Correspondence shows a diagram dotted down.
So does that mean Knight had something to do with all that IS-7 incident or business?
Wait, could it be that... Do we have any evidence that might connect Knight to the IS-7 incident? Yeah.
Take that!
This is everything Knight left behind. Could there be a clue in here somehow? A ring and a chess set. The ring, because the ring had the emblem. Yeah.
Yes.
Oh.
The ring.
What about it, Mr. Edgeworth?
Oh yeah, that's the pottery guy.
Mr. Fender, take a closer look at it if you would.
Or I guess not the pottery guy, but the guy that got murdered. That design! That's Paula Leak's trademark! Mark.
Indeed. It looks like somebody turned the stamp he used to sign his work with into a ring. I can read, I promise. But why would Knight have been carrying it? And why was it not with the rest of the evidence from the IS-7 incident?
They tried to release Frost's personal effects to his next of kin after the case wound down. But if I remember correctly, old Frosty Boy didn't have any family aside from his kid. That kid was missing, so they never got to hand it back to him. Not till later, anyhow. I heard on the grapevine that they found him in the end and gave him the goods.
Including the seal, it would seem.
Wait, Mr. Knight cannot be his son.
Which
Why?
he turned into a ring and wore until his own death.
Man.
Knight's possessions have been updated.
Wait, but weren't he and Scaredy Cat's monkey boy BFFs from the orphanage? Because they were
You're right.
together. Is it? Is
My
Raincoat
brain hurty.
is Raincoat Simian Saint?
I'm just crunching on Cheeto Puffs right now.
Is
Give me
that
a
why he's,
Cheeto.
is
I
that
give
why
you.
Give me a
Sylvian's so
Cheeto.
nervous all the time?
I will give you Cheeto.
Yeah, just shove it into the mic.
I would do it if I had a pop filter, but I don't, so I'm gonna go like bump
You
bump
can
bump
just
bump
put
bump.
a sock over your mic and then shove it into the mic.
I was about to put my hand over the mic and then just crush it on my hand.
That works.
It wouldn't make
I'll
the
take
sound,
it.
but it'd be funny. Hold on, let's see if I can just. I don't know if that was audible on Discord, but it was definitely audible on
We didn't
Twitch.
hear anything.
Damn it! You can hear that on stream later. That was crazy. I just crushed it. I crushed the entire thing in my hands.
Me
God.
risking my bandwidth in order to go hear that Cheeto crunch.
I think Twitch allows you to go back in VOD now, or in
I know.
stream now.
That's what I'm doing. That was a good Cheeto crunch. Anyways,
So we're saying Mr. Knight was Mr. Frost's son?
the cops don't mess around with stuff like that. They would have made sure before handing it over.
Yeah, because that's someone's like lineage essentially.
And we were looking for somebody connected to the IS-7 incident who played correspondence chess, right?
Wait, so our secret string puller is Bronco Knight?
No, it's the one who's having the monkey pull the string. The monkey's the killer.
Knight is
It's
dead.
the fucking monkey.
How could he possibly be involved in our current case?
Far out. So our only candidate for genius mastermind is a guy who already kicked the bucket?
It's impossible. How can a dead guy be behind all this?
It's a little perplexing. But then, who else could it be?
Anyways, I'm back to my fucking statement. But then I stopped hearing from him. I couldn't help but worry. And then people from— oh wait, hold on. I gotta find where the fuck this— I think it should be this thing. I did so used to enjoy tapping out my little letters in Braille. Which doesn't make sense, because there's no Braille on this shit.
Yeah.
said that you wrote all your letters in Braille. Is that correct?
I don't mean to be rude, Mr. Prosecutor, but do you know about my condition, don't you? Or you do know about my condition, don't you?
That's valid.
That's odd, because the chess diagram we found in Knight's cell didn't contain any Braille at all.
Really? But surely that's impossible.
How so exactly?
Maybe someone typed Mr. Canis's letters out on purpose.
Meaning there may have been some sort of intermediary between the two of them, which means it's actually...
So then...
Mr. Canis said he wrote his letters in Braille, and yet... the letters received by Mr. Knight contain no Braille at all. It suggests that there must be a third party who typed Mr. Canis's letters out.
Guess it could have worked the same way on the flip side, too, right? Whoever it was could have taken Knight's letters and turned them back into Braille.
They could indeed. Oh my god, it really is... Simeon Saint.
Simeon.
I think you and Mr. Knight were both communicating with this person, Mr. Canis. Mr. Canis, the answers you received.
They were written in Braille too, yes.
So, some mysterious middle person really was retyping the Bronxers' missives.
And that same person.
Might well be our secret string puller.
Knock him back.
Wait, you're trying to say that there's another hidden mastermind behind all of this? So who's the new one? Bronco Knight, son of Artie Frost, is already dead. But what if the other child from the incident 18 years ago was actually who we've been looking for? Carmelo Gusto's son. But who is he? And where is he? If Knight was Frost's son, Gusto's son would have to be...
Hey, Oro.
Oro said that she'll BRB in the chat.
Oh, never mind. Not Oro. Did you get your goods? Qwalk has Qwalk has shipped it to me, so I should be getting my goods this week. He's not coming.
So exciting.
I know. So T had gotten me some gifts. And since we were going to meet at, well, both here in SoCal and also at TwitchCon, she was going to give them to me, but I canceled on TwitchCon, and then my dad got sick the day we were going to meet up, and no one else could have taken care of him, and I honestly was kind of worried about how how contagious his fucking coughs were, so I was like, I can't really go. So I had to cancel on T for both times, so I couldn't see T. But Qwalk literally was at TwitchCon for the days, so he had gotten the items from Drew and T. And so he has now shipped them off to me, because he was gonna ship items to me anyways. He bought me a couple of things. He got me this magnetic turtwig, essentially, where it sits on a magnet, and you put it in your shirt on your shoulder, so it sits on your shoulder.
Aww,
it's so
that's
cute.
So cute.
Sorry, I had a BRB. I had a kitten problem.
Oh no, the baby. It's okay.
It's
TwitchCon
fine,
was full of
he's just-
clip farmers. No, literally, that's fucking terrifying. Actually, I can only imagine how many stupid people. Yeah, I mean, I feel like it wasn't that bad last year, which is why it's so concerning that it's so much bigger this year. But there was so much problems at TwitchCon this year. It sucks.
Yeah.
Anyways, continue. Oro. Yes.
Monkey Man.
I've known him since we were kids, when both of us were all alone. He doesn't have any family, you see, just like me.
Him? But surely not.
What's the matter, Mr. Hedgeworth? You're white as a sheet.
Of course. It all makes sense now. I know exactly who our so-called mastermind is.
What? Who? You have to tell us.
I can hardly believe it, but it's somebody we know rather well. The person we've been looking for is Simeon Saint.
Saint.
Welcome to the true mastermind arc.
Absolutely insane. It has to be. The person behind all of this. The person who forced Chairman Winter's hand by sending the letter to Rosie Ringer. The person who kidnapped Sean and bugged Kay and myself. The person who did the strangest thing of all. Who drugged Kay and carried her up to the roof of the big building.
Damn.
It was the monster.
What? Did you really just say what I thought you did?
Yes. The monster. That was the key to unmasking our mastermind.
Oh, I almost forgot. God. We're, doing a show soon. I'd love it if you'd come, Mr. Edgeworth. I'll be joining Regina on stage for this one.
That's right! The Berry Big Circus is the biggest, most fabulous event in town! You'll have oodles of fun!
That's way too much energy for me right now, bro. Miss Lloyd, can I ask a favor?
Who, little me? What kind of favor?
You told us that you recorded the sound of the Tarasaurus breathing fire. Proof. What kind of proof? Did you capture something on your tape recorder, perhaps?
Ooh, you're good, Ruffles. Sharper than, a gosh dang tack. I sneezed, and I still feel... Sneeze. Again.
Bless you.
Thank you. Alhamdulillah. I captured the sound of that big old beastie. Breathing fire is what I captured. Captured. Sure did. Like I said, I didn't precisely see the guy, but boy, did I hear him.
Can we listen to the tape?
You surely can. Let's see now.
That's it. That sound. It must be what I think it is. My theory has to be correct. The truth about the monster, the identity of the person behind all of this, it's falling into place. Miss Hart, you saw a giant eye in the window of the storeroom, did you not?
Yep, snap me a picture of it too, even if you can't rightly see it so well.
We can't see it right now, but... Detective Gumshoe!
Yes, sir.
CSI Miami this bullshit.
Yeah, I'm just gonna say that. I'll say that.
Sure, but what do you want to look at, sir?
This photograph right here.
Look at this photograph.
Every time it makes you laugh?
Quite the opposite, detective.
Oh.
We might cry.
Oh.
The clue we're looking for must be here. We just have to find it.
Get ready for this horror show.
Oh god.
Oh no.
Oh my fucking god.
That's...
See, I done told y'all Tatarosaurus has his undanked self. Alright.
Huh, yes. There it is at last. The monster commanded by the architect of this whole scheme.
Hold it! You finally ready to admit it? That he's danged well real? The big bad bull himself?
I didn't say all that. No, because that isn't Tarasaurus at all. It's the eye of a different giant beast entirely.
Do you know where he's going with this, by the way?
No.
Okay.
Oh yeah, it's the giant lion costume or whatever from the poster.
Mm.
Poster. Oh.
From the circus, the thing we just showed, or
You'll see in a second why it makes more sense in a second.
take a look at this if you would. You see?
A very big circus flyer. Oh, wait, look.
It's not a costume.
Oh, it's a hot air balloon.
It's a
Mhm.
hot air balloon.
You see? The enormous lion balloon. That's the real monster. And the sound Miss Lloyd thought was the creature breathing fire.
Hold it! Ah, come on! You're really gonna bring me in? You're really gonna bring me crashing down to Earth like that?
That's how balloons fly, huh? They burn gas to make hot air.
They do. And our culprit was able to use that balloon to carry Kay up to the roof of the big building without ever going near the elevator. That's crazy.
So this culprit, they've got something to do with the circus?
Unfortunately. Circus worker, friend of the Bronxster, son of Gusto. Whoa, 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 whoa. You're not serious.
You forgot to mention trainee animal tamer. Huh. It's hard to believe. But he's the one who's been pulling the strings this whole time. That's right. Simeon Saint is the one behind all of this.
Could you ever believe that this was going to be the end
That is
result?
batshit insane.
I had been planning this since the very beginning, that Oro was going to be the final mastermind in this entire series. I was like,
enough is enough.
Listen, I was like trying to figure out when we were doing game 2, I was figuring out who the fuck is going to be the final like villain, right? Because it was like what? It was me for Ace Attorney, or the Great Ace Attorney. Who was the final villain in me also, I think, in the first game, technically? No. Was it
just
all
like, I'm not doing this shit again.
I can't remember off the top of my head. It was what's it called, the girl. I think it was me. But it's like,
yeah.
it's like, okay, I'm going to make it pretend like it is gonna be me with Kanas, but we're gonna switch it up. It's gonna be Oro.
Man.
That's why it took so long figuring out all the goddamn players in this game.
Man.
Anyways, Oro, have fun with your 3-hour monologue in a second.
Simeon? But everything? Really? I don't believe you. We trusted him, and he trusted us.
Oh yeah, and he also was going to go to jail.
Murder.
Yeah, we literally got him out of murder earlier.
You can't tell me that was all lies. That would be too horrible.
I'm sorry, Kay. Who was that?
Hold it. Hey, where do you think you're going, old man? Nothing escapes you, does it, young pup? My congratulations, Mr. Edgeworth. But now that I know the truth, my business here is done.
What? No! Mr. Canis, wait!
The dog
my
killed
God.
Edgeworth.
Damn, he dead. Rest in peace, little buddy.
He don't bite. Yes, he do!
Yes, he do!
Damn it! He disappeared.
Come get your dog, bitch. You don't bite. Yes, he do. Are you okay, Mr. Edgeworth?
Don't worry. I'm fine. But...
Damn you!
Are you alright, Sean?
He killed my dad. He did, right?
Yeah, probably.
There's no easy way to say it, but... Sorry, Sean. It would appear that he did.
He won't get away with it. I'll make him pay. Somehow, some way, I'll... Overruled. No, Sean, you mustn't say such things. I'm sorry, Mr. Edgeworth. You'll have to forgive us both. You can't go on the revenge side, Sean. Yes, I can. No, you can't.
Speaking of as somebody who's also knows who their father's killer is, Sean, this isn't the way you want to go.
I just put out a call, sir. All units are on the lookout for Mr. Canis.
I don't mean to hurry everybody, but we better be on our way, too. Well, Mr. Prosecutor, where do you think we'll find our mastermind? I suppose you're right. We should go after the mastermind right now. Said he had to practice for the show, which I guess means he'll be at the circus. But before we leave, there's something I'd like to ask of you, Agent Lang. There is. What? Once a beast has been sighted, the next step is to plan its capture. When we arrive, there's something we'll need to try and find as a matter of priority. And Detective, I'd like you to look into something that's been bothering me about Sean's kidnapping.
Yes, sir.
Want to help too, Mr. Edgeworth?
Good. There's somebody I'd like you to try and contact. If Sane really is our mastermind, we're gonna need this person's help. Between our many encounters, I never suspected a thing, even though he was right there in front of me. I messed up. There's no other way of putting it. But I'm gonna put things right once and for all.
To be continued, and now we are on the very last section of the game. The very
Oh my
last
God.
section. We are at Ladder, the Mastermind's true face. We'll although the 3-minute ad break actually did already go off, we will take like a little bit of a break just for your guys' sake of breathing, because we're just gonna go all the way through pretty much at this point. Okay. I don't know whether we will finish this. We will try. But there is 1, 2, 3, 4. There is 4 testimonies, and then you know how the endings of these can go on forever, trying to finish up and wrap things up. So, not to mention how long all the conversations and monologues will take. So take a moment. If you need to refill your waters, you can, or anything of the like. We will take just a bit of a breather for a second. We're on time. We literally only got an hour in.
Yeah, I'll get some water real quick. I'll be back.
It is heck. Oh my goodness. I mean, I can't argue with my guild master. Kitty, I love you. Mama. Dude. There's like more and more things popping up from TwitchCon. And I think, to be fair, some of these things were things that have been happening over the years. But, it's people who don't want to say anything bad about TwitchCon because of the fact that like everyone enjoys it so much. But now that the backlash has come up,
I think
people
everybody's
are
just having a shit time
Yeah.
at TwitchCon this year.
well, not even just this year. I'm saying that people are expressing their struggles or things that happened to them in past TwitchCons now because they feel comfortable with saying it, since everyone's not everyone is like being like, oh, if you say anything bad about TwitchCon, you're gonna get hated on and blah blah blah. You know, like that kind of stuff, right?
Mm-hmm.
So that is a big thing, which I'm kind of like, dang, you know. It's nice that people are coming out and talking about it, but man, is it really rough, you know? Like, it is really, really rough. What is happening? Oh, nice. Like someone was saying, oh, you know, there is this one specific problem which is kind of prevalent, and this happens a lot. This happens in the Twitch scene no matter what anyways, which is the partner badge. It's like, oh, if you if you're just an affiliate, or even like if you're just a community member, even if you're an affiliate, you're practically just a content creator community member. Like, if you're not a partner, people will ignore the hell out of you, or they will side-eye you. But if you're a partner, people will immediately run up to you and be like shaking your hand, like, oh my god, you're like the best, like that kind of thing. And it really sucks, especially with brands, when brands treat you like nothing and will literally leave you mid-sentence to go and talk to a partner. That's really depressing, you know?
Yeah.
Like, it is you know, it's kind of just sad.
Yeah.
But unfortunate. By the way, did you see I want to talk about this for a second. Did you see the one anime where it's essentially like a furry anime where the main, or this is like a romance anime with a blue like fox, or not fox or wolf or whatever have you, and then a girl, like just a regular human girl?
I think, yeah.
There's only like 2 or 3 episodes. Bro, let me fucking show you. Let me show you the images I saw on Twitter that made me go, what?
I'm back. Oh, the With Your Love Will Make It Through anime.
Dude, look at this!
Yeah, it's crazy.
The way I was stunned, I was like, huh?
They're going all in on it, yeah.
They are going
good for them.
Yeah, good for them, but man, actually wild. And then I saw the video.
The video is crazy.
Dude, this video is like insane. I was just like jaw drop going, okay, so
Dude.
this is
Softcore.
Yes, exactly.
Do you want me to watch it now or?
I
Yeah,
want you
go
to
ahead.
watch it now,
Okay.
and then I'll get water right afterwards, because that's crazy.
Be low-key scared, but okay.
Also, by the way, funny enough, the guy is Lloyd from Spy Family. That's his VA,
Oh my god.
which made this
Oh my
funnier to
God.
me.
Told me this
Thi-
before.
This made it so much funnier to me.
That
Okay,
is
hold
actually
on,
funnier,
hold on.
knowing that
It's
that's the same
2
VA.
minutes. It's 2. Oh my. Okay.
Hold on. Actually, I can't have you stream this to me, because then I have to mute your stream. But it would have been
Yeah.
so funny for you to do it.
I mean, I'm watching it now. I'm starting it.
It has begun. Oh my god, it's like raining outside.
Ooh, nice. Oh my gosh. I have so much scrims to do tomorrow. That is gonna be.
We got GamerOka
I
entering the
know.
lobby.
I showed you the Valorant Oka design, right? I think so.
Did you?
Did I not? Hold on. I'll
I
send
don't.
it.
I don't know.
I will send it.
You should send it just in case.
Yeah.
Bro,
I definitely.
what?
I'll retweet. Or I did retweet it, so you might have seen the retweet of it. But
Oh yeah.
love that.
Yeah.
Oro. Oro's reaction's so me, but I was like so unbelievably like giggly, going, "What the fuck? What the fuck? How is this actually allowed?"
what?
Good for them.
Good for them, literally. Pop off. You get. I'm gonna mute myself on stream for a second just to say this, because I think you guys will understand what I'm saying. But
Oh my god. Hell yeah. Your friend is right, and they should say it.
literally, I'm like, I mean, you're right, but
I
like,
mean, like, yeah, but
we were just like, what the fuck? But you're right, actually, Indy. Like, I didn't even think about it. It is just softcore. Like, it is. There's
Yeah.
nothing about it. That's crazy.
oh yeah, no, this is for sure.
That's episode 2. That's episode 2.
Can you imagine what episode 12 is gonna be?
I know.
That's just that it's no longer gonna be soft, I'll say that much.
I think something wasn't soft in those videos. Oh, goodness grief, dude, that was so funny. It was genuinely just, it's so funny watching that, because it's like, you go, what? What? What?
And I'm like, huh? Excuse me, what?
No, literally, it's so funny. Okay, let me go get some water real quick, and then we will start.
Okay.
Oro
yeah,
can
sure.
have her exercise
sure.
with that.
Oh my god. Bro, that's episode 2?
I can't wait. I can't wait to see people posting more of it.
Bro. Man, that is just whack.
It is really crazy, like genuinely. I love that for them though. We need more furry shit in the blood happening here, you know? It's gonna revitalize the anime industry, having some more furry porn just like freely available. I think that's gonna heal us as a society. This is the path to a beautiful, brighter future.
Yeah, no kidding. Man, I found like a really old fountain pen, right? But the nib is broken. I'm just like
Mhm.
cry.
Oh, can you repair the nib?
think so. I'm looking at the company's website right now because I'm like, if I go to Iowa to the specific pin company with a vintage pin and I'm like, can I get a nib replacement? Will you guys do it for me?
I think they would.
A lot
No,
of times they...
it's not looking promising because their exclusions from warranty is like damage caused by misuse, abuse, and or negligence, which I mean, to be fair, this pin has been sitting in the attic for like several generations.
I mean, you could theoretically say that, like, hey, it was in the attic, it was perfectly fine, but, like, the moment I try to use it, it did kind of, like, it's worn out because of, like, just
But
being,
also, if
you know.
it's
they
older and
also
it's an
say, like,
antique, a lot of the
damages to
times,
requests to
they
change
will.
nibs or nib sizes cannot be accommodated as such modifications are not within the scope of this warranty.
That's crazy.
But also, I'm like, when was this?
Mm.
1960.
Mm.
I mean, if it's old enough, they might just do it just as a way of like preserving an older relic of what they've made.
Also true, especially if you brought it and it's like, you're like, you really want to keep it, that may genuinely be a thing, you know?
Yeah, I'd
I
have
believe.
to ask.
I believe. Anyways, let
Mhm.
us start the finale. Oro,
It's time.
get ready.
Oh boy.
Oh my god, we're gonna get evil Oro dialogue. I'm so excited.
April 6th, 5:30 p.m. Very big circus, big top. Also, get ready for preppy girl Indy. Our little princess.
Oh, hi, Mr. Edgeworth.
Did you guys come to watch the show? I hate how I'm in clown makeup.
Hello, Miss Berry, Mr. Saint.
You're a little early, I'm afraid. We're still practicing. But I'm glad you kept your promise.
Yes, I remembered you giving me this.
That's so great! You're going to have so much fun. I think you'll be surprised, Mr. Edgeworth.
Trust me, I was already quite surprised today. Huh, I think you've surprised me enough for one day already.
What are you talking about?
Would you mind looking at this photograph, Miss Berry? That's the eye painted on the balloon you used to advertise the circus, correct?
Oh, yeah. What is this exactly?
I have strong suspicion that the balloon was used by the criminal we've been looking for.
You do?
Who's usually in charge of the balloon, if you don't mind me asking?
Oh, that would be Simeon. But wait, you don't mean...
Mr. Saint? You took the balloon out late the other night, didn't you?
Sure. I was practicing. I'm still pretty bad at flying it, so I needed to put in some extra hours.
At night? When it would have been even more difficult than usual? A strange time to decide to practice.
But why else would I have taken the balloon out? What are you saying?
That you weren't practicing at all. You were taking an unconscious K to the top of big building. in order to frame her for the murder of Rosie Ringer. Security cameras never recorded Kay taking the elevator up to the roof. Which means she must have gotten there another way. From the sky. And the only person able to make that happen would have been you.
But, Mr. Edgeworth, I don't understand.
That's not all you did. You also attacked Sean at the garbage disposal area, drugged him, and carried him away. That's why you were late for the hearing at the courthouse, wasn't it?
I'm sorry, I don't know what you're talking about. Why would I do any of those things? Please, you have to believe me. I'd never, ever, ever do anything like that.
Have we ever had a villain that was like this pitiful?
It's very cute. I can't wait to see him whenever he turns sicko mode. I wish I could believe you, but I can't. Any trust I had in you has been completely destroyed.
That's horrible. Why would you say that?
Also, Freeman is saying that he's the pretty one. Fight him.
You are the pretty one. You're very pretty, Freeman.
You told me back at the jail. You said you believed I was innocent.
You don't have to worry about that. We're friends. We know what it's like to be in your shoes. We're all part of the same club after all, right, Mr. Edgeworth? All orphans.
Unfortunately so, I'm afraid. Thank you for sharing such personal details with us. By the sound of it, you had little reason to kill Knight. If anything, you're the one most affected by his passing. And what's more, I simply don't believe a person as gentle as you is capable of murder.
Damn. Wonder how much you regret those words, Edgeworth.
Ooh, so you know what I said?
What did you say?
No, I meant, ooh, you know what it
Oh,
looks like
yeah.
I have to retract my statement.
Yeah. Rest assured we believe you, and we will get you out of here.
Ooh, yeah, I did say that, didn't I? This is just awful. I never thought you'd lie to me.
We didn't lie. I swear, Simeon,
He's manipulating you, Kay.
You said you knew what it was like to be me. I trusted you.
Kay, don't fall for it.
That hurts, Kay. It hurts so much.
Oh my god.
Come on, Mr. Edgeworth. This is Simeon we're talking about. He's not a bad person.
Objection!
Kay, you're falling right for his trap. I see it now. That's your strategy, isn't it? With everybody. You root out their psychological weakness and exploit them. And without even realizing it, they wind up doing exactly what you want them to do. Exactly the behavior one would expect from the arch manipulator behind all of our recent troubles. I was too blind to see it before, but you won't fool me again. Simeon Sate, you are guilty of the crimes too numerous to even mention.
Oh. So that's how you want to play it, huh? You always did have the courage of your convictions, I guess. Luckily, grinding people's self-belief into dust is kind of a hobby of mine. Cinderella over here.
Oh no, he's hot. Oh my god, please, I want to be that cat so bad.
Shut up! There's no.
Please.
Well done, all of you.
That cat is Sunshoe. That squirrel is holding on for dear fucking life.
Look at the squirrels or chipmunk's little cheeks.
Needs a little help.
Yeah. Well, this is certainly a side of him we haven't seen before, but I'd like to see a little more, if you know what I'm saying. So much for the trainee animal tamer who wouldn't hurt a fly. I guess that was all an act. But I'm glad we're finally getting to meet the real you. Yes, oh my. Hi. Simon, this can't be true, can it?
Truth lies. What does it matter?
Huh?
All you need to know that Mr. Edgeworth here has made me very mad indeed.
Is this
They're
still?
juggling themselves on his hands.
Look at him go!
I love his fucking expressions. Holy shit. Oh my god.
The clown act is actually making this so much better.
He's so hot. And for what? Look at that casual lean. Ugh.
And now he's going to pay. Sure, I went up in the balloon a couple of nights ago, but I was just practicing. I guess somebody took that picture when I flew by the big building. I fly around the area doing promo stuff for the circus all the time. Nothing to see here, Miles. Nothing at all.
So you go up in the balloon reasonably often?
Yeah, promoting the circus, like I said.
Is that true, Miss Barry? Well, it's true that it's Simeon's job to go up in the balloon to spread the word. I guess just about everybody in the area would have seen him up there by now. Well, that same balloon was used in the commission of a crime.
Nonsense! I just happened to be in the area where it happened. Somebody took a picture when I was floating past the big building, that's all.
I'll be the judge of whether you just happen to be nearby. Thank you very much.
Me looking at the things. Okay. Can you see this line?
Sure, I went up in the balloon a couple of nights ago, but I was just practicing.
Hold it!
The thing again. Hold on. Game. There you go.
This balloon, do you usually launch it from here at the circus?
Okay, and I'm gonna move my mouse back over.
No, you need a wide open space. There's a park over by Sunshine Coliseum. That's where I usually take off from.
I see. And how do you get the balloon to the park to launch it?
Not by hand, that's for sure. That thing must weigh a few 100 pounds. It's kind of impressive that it can even get off the ground now that I think about it.
I prefer it if you didn't change the subject. How do you transport the balloon?
Wow, give a guy a break, will you? It's not like I was getting miles off track. Sheesh. We use a truck, okay? You just load it in the back and away you go.
A truck, you say?
Yeah, last time I took it out, it would have been 2 days ago.
That could be important. I better keep it in mind.
See this
Plus,
line?
oh,
Oh, the last time I took the balloon out on the truck would have been then, the day before last.
Where is it? We have so many things. Here it is. This was parked and no driver was found.
Objection!
this truck. It wouldn't happen to be blue by any chance.
Huh? So what if it is?
We happen to see a blue truck ourselves just today. One with a large basket loaded on the back. If that was the truck you told us about. Then your statement about it having it not moved in 2 days is a lie. Agent Lang, Emma.
I think this was me.
Yes, it was.
There you are, Mr. Edgeworth. At last.
I've been trying to find you ever since we wrapped up the case yesterday. Kay sent me a message saying you were here, so I came right away.
And I found what you asked me to look for. It was loaded onto a truck in the parking lot out back. A blue truck. Well, well. I think that truck might be the one we saw earlier today. In fact, I'm almost certain of it.
Objection!
What? Just because it's blue? Like a million other trucks? What makes you so sure it's the exact same one?
Oh, I saw it too. It's the same one for sure.
Objection!
What's the matter, Mr. Edgeworth?
That wasn't me.
Worthless are the words of a man who can't back up his claims with evidence.
Wow, you sound just like him.
Oh great, now I gotta do an Indian impression.
Would you like to redo that line with an Edgeworth impression?
Sure. Worthless are the words of a man who can't back up his claims with evidence. Show me. I demand proof.
I must be able to prove it somehow.
Before I keep getting mocked.
It's the same truck, I'm sure of it.
Huh? What are you doing, Mr. Edgeworth? Edgeworth? Why are you touching the truck?
Oh, luminol.
The engine's cold, which means it's been here for a while.
No way. You can tell just from that. that?
The fingerprint dusting?
Mm-hmm. Oh, well, I should have let you actually read that. Whoops.
Is
I'd like to have the truck dusted for fingerprints.
huh? Why would you want to do that?
Because I expect to find a very specific set of prints. And if I do, that'll prove beyond all doubt that it's the truck we saw in front of the big building. Whose prints will prove it was the truck we saw?
Miles Edwards.
Oh, because we pressed it, yeah, to touch the
Yeah.
thing, yeah.
Yep.
Yours. You think you're gonna find your own prints on there?
I do. Because I put my hand on your truck when I saw it in front of the big building. Let's see what we can find, shall we? Emma, could you lend us your scientific skills one more time?
That's why I'm here. One moment, please. Alrighty. Take it away, Mr. Edgeworth.
Me?
Of course. Who else did you think was gonna do it? Don't worry, it's easy. I'll show you how.
Fine. Although I don't see why you can't do it yourself.
So just spread the powder over the area you want to search for prints. Like this.
Moving the cursor around and pressing A will allow me to dust the area with powder.
It sticks to fingerprints, so once you found one, make sure to dump plenty on there. And then blow away the excess.
Blow it away.
Yeah, with your mouth. Ah, just like that.
Me? I was like, what? How the fuck am I gonna blow this away?
Go ahead, go ahead. Blowing with X should remove any excess powder.
I know, I miss the DS mic for these games. Ugh.
Alright, you got that?
Yes, thank you. Now to try it for real.
Oh, there's no such thing as too much powder, by the way. Go crazy!
That's like we're sifting powdered sugar onto onto a dessert.
Exactly.
That's it. That's a nice clean print you got there.
Can we compare it to my prints right away?
Yep. Leave it to me. That confirms it. It's Mr. Edgeworth's print, all right.
And with that, another lie is exposed.
Yeah.
So what were you doing in the truck?
Oh, just driving around. For fun, you know.
Objection!
Kay was abducted 2 nights ago. And your balloon was sighted nearby. Then today another abduction, this time involving a truck supposedly used to transport garbage. And your truck was sighted nearby.
Objection!
Objection. Coincidence? Nothing more.
You want me to believe that you were near the scene of 2 separate abductions simply by chance? Just be honest. You were involved in both.
What makes you think they're connected?
Objection!
A certain very important piece of evidence, that's what.
Oh, this should be good.
What connects Kay and Sean's abductions?
Take that!
Sedative. Kay was drugged with a dose of a powerful sedative. And a bottle of sedative was found right where Sean was being held captive. The very same brand, no less.
Objection!
Huh. I knew you'd try something like this. So the same sedative was used, so what? Does that mean everything's connected? You know as well as I do, that doesn't prove anything for sure.
Gah! We must have something. There must be a piece of evidence that can tie him to both crimes.
Cops, prosecutors, you, Miles, you're all the same at the end of the day. You force the evidence to fit the crime, or you flat out make it up, just as long as somebody goes to jail. You're no different from a certain other evidence tamperer we've had the misfortune of meeting.
Objection!
No, I'm nothing like him. He's getting in your head, Miles. Snap out of it.
Objection!
Objection. Then show me. Hit me with your killer piece of evidence. You must have one, right?
Ugh, it's no use. We don't have anything that can tie him directly to both kidnappings.
Okay, you about done there, Miles? No more cheap shots left to fire? Great. Well, I have a show to be rehearsing for, so if you don't mind.
Objection!
Hey, come on now, you two. There's no need to get all hot under the collar. Wouldn't want your good looks running down your face now, would we, my simian old pal? I almost called him Miles, my bad. What are you sticking your nose in for? Hey, I just sense the vibe getting a little harsh and heavy, yeah? I thought I'd ought to lighten the mood. Help me out here, Kay. Lift their spirits with a little dose of the old great thief of magic.
You don't have to tell me twice. Okay, let me see. I can do Simeon's voice. Here it goes. Objection.
But what are you? Take this seriously, will you? Thought you could do with somebody running a little interference for you, Milester. Not the most ethical approach, I know, but again, Kay, again!
We can worry about whether or not this is the right thing to do later. This is my last chance to try and prove a connection between Mr. Saint and his crimes. Let's forget the kidnappings for now. Is there anything else that suggests he's our mastermind? Of course. Canis was looking for our secret string puller too. The young pup, as he calls him. If I could prove that Mr. Saint was the same young pup, then perhaps... What evidence do I have that might point to him being involved behind the scenes?
Take that!
I think you and Mr. Knight were both communicating with this person, Mr. Canis.
And that same person?
Might well be our secret string puller. That's right. Our mastermind was involved in Canis and Knight's correspondence chess exchanges. If I can prove that Mr. Saint was the hidden intermediary between the two of them.
Alright, that's enough. This is getting painful. You don't have anything. I have to practice for the show. So if you don't mind...
Objection!
Thank you, Mr. Fender. I can take it from here. I can't take any more of your interventions.
That was my bad.
Ooh, just look at that face. Yeah, I like it. Malzarito's back in the game for sure. I'm Simeon, the funny clown. Look at me, I'm, juggling.
Okay, you can stop now. Mr. Saint, you're a fan of chess, I take it?
Aw, where did that come from? Chess? Sure, I don't hate it.
Our secret string puller was playing correspondence chess with Mr. Canis.
Objection!
I thought Bronco was the one playing chess with Canis. You're saying he was your so-called mastermind?
Objection!
No, it wasn't him. Whoever it was went on manipulating events even after Knight's death. Take a look at this letter, if you would. Who do you think could have written it? I believe it was the person who had inserted themselves between Mr. Canis and Knight.
And you think that person was me? Why would I go to all that trouble? That's crazy. Crazy? I was crazy once. They locked me in a room.
Was it a rubber room?
It was
To
a
make it
rubber
appear
room
that
with
the
rats.
To make it appear that the two men were connected and communicating directly with one another. The very fact that led Fifi Lagarde to murder him.
What? You're saying he set that up to try and get Mr. Knight killed?
Objection!
Listen to yourself. What do you think I am? Some kind of evil puppet master?
Yeah.
You've seen me. I can barely even get the animals to do what I want.
I don't know, they're pretty consistently making an armrest for you. We could find one of the letters he passed between Knight and Canis. That would prove the connection beyond a doubt. I'd like to have your room searched.
Objection!
I believe we might find.
Letters? You won't. Trust me.
What?
Once I'm done with something, I put it straight in the trash. Guess I'm not the sentimental type. Might get hung up on the past, right?
Must have disposed of any incriminating items in order to cover his tracks.
Guess you went in without the evidence you needed once again, huh? That's a bad habit, you know.
So this doesn't prove anything either. We've fallen short yet again. What do we do now? Are we out of options?
You accuse me of betraying my friend, and you don't even have any proof? You're despicable.
Hold it. Oh, who was that?
Oh, hi.
Miss Barry? What does she want?
Sorry, it's just... I was thinking about what you were saying, and... This night person. You mean Bronco, right? Simeon's friend?
Yes, what of it? Does she know something?
A letter came from them this morning. For Simeon.
What?
What did you?
Also, I'm more surprised that no one's asked about his tongue. With the way that he's been throwing that shit out there.
I mean, I've just been enjoying it. I wasn't gonna say nothing. Okay, baby, with that tongue, dude. How is it possible? Knight is dead. And the post office can get a little backed up sometimes, you know? Miss Barry, we need to see this letter right away.
Sure, here you go. Let's open it up, shall we?
Something, isn't it illegal to open up other people's mails? Him just being...
Not if you're investigating a murder case.
No, but imagine he's just like, well, it's illegal.
It's another correspondent chess letter. Oh, there we go.
The next move from the game with Mr. Compass.
Can anybody else smell checkmate? Can't wait to see your face when you lose. But you were never going to beat me, not at chess.
It's postmarked the 26th of March, the day before Knight died. I guess I must have gotten held up en route.
Well, we do move around a lot. It's part of being a traveling circus. Our mail arrives late all the time.
Interesting that it's addressed directly to you, Mr. Saint.
Good.
This is it, isn't it? The proof we needed that you were the one facilitating Mr. Canis and Mr. Knight's games? One of the letters you would have transcribed into Braille. In order to create the illusion that they were somehow connected.
Curse you, Bronco. You're still getting in my way even now. I hate you. I hate you.
Oh, but I thought he was your BFF.
Could you? Mr. Knight was your only friend.
We weren't friends. I stopped thinking he was my friend 18 years ago.
Damn, that's crazy. Right around the time of the IS-7 incident, in other words.
I nearly froze to death because of him.
Because of him? No, it's because of your...
I was just about to head out and meet my dad at the contest. But then Bronco showed up. He pinned me down and tied me up. He was crying the whole time, whining on and on.
Yeah, the kid was told to do it,
Oh my god.
but it was still his best friend. And also, we saw that
Ugh.
he wasn't tied up. He could have he could have gotten them out of the car, you know.
Yeah. I'm sorry, but my dad says I have to do this. And I don't want to do what he says. He's so scary.
So the babies.
Oh, stop it, Bronco! Stop it! I have to go meet my dad, I promised! If I'm not there to taste his candy for him, he'll be so upset! He needs me! If I don't go, he won't be able to show everybody he's the best in the world! But no. He locked me in that car with him, and the two of us nearly died.
He's very baby in that picture.
He thought he can get out, but when he tried the door, it was frozen shut. We were trapped. And that's how I lost my dad.
What?
You lost your dad?
Yeah, Bronco's dad killed mine. He was the son of a murderer.
What does that mean? Doesn't match up with what we know at all.
Simeon, the victim of the IS-7 incident, was a guy named Artie Frost. Yeah, that was my dad's name. My memories got kind of scrambled that day. What little I remembered was pretty mixed up. So I didn't find out until later that my dad was murdered.
The murderer was a man named Carmelo Gusto, a confectioner.
Really? I never knew Bronco's father's name. Or maybe I just chose not to remember. Ugh. Just thinking about the sicko that killed my dad turns my stomach.
Mr. Saint, are you sure you just didn't know the name of the murderer until just now?
Do you think I'd sit on it if I did? No, I'd have reported him to the police straight away. All I knew that Bronco's dad tricked my dad. That's how I knew my dad was the one who was killed that day. Bronco was a traitor. He helped his father murder mine. He was the son of a cold-blooded killer. He deserved to die.
Objection!
I'm sorry, Mr. Saint, but you've made a mistake. A big one.
A mistake? What do you mean?
Artie Frost was a sculptor. He'd been working in France not so long before the murder. Under the name Paul Halik.
So I hear. But I don't remember anything about that. Wish I could.
Well, I'm afraid it's only natural you don't. Because he wasn't your father.
Huh? Is this your idea of a joke? Well, it's not funny. Not at all.
You're right. It's not. But you need to know the uncomfortable truth. This piece of evidence proves you're not Artie Frost's son. The ring?
Take that!
Bronco's chess set and a ring?
Yes, take a look at that ring for me if you would. What does the engraving on it tell you?
It's 2 letters, right?
It is. This is a seal with which Paul Halik used to mark his works. And it was found next to Artie Frost's body 18 years ago.
But why would Bronco have a memento of my father?
He's not your daddy. The police looked for Frost's son for a long time, and eventually they found him. The ring was handed over to the man they were able to prove was his child, Bronco Knight.
What? But that's not... That would mean I was...
Precisely. That you are, in fact, the son of Carmelo Gusto.
No, that can't be. I'm... My dad was... I remember, don't I? Bronco tied me up and locked me in that car. It was his fault I lost my dad. He deserved to die. Didn't he? No way. So I see your circus thing got even through. I'm in jail? Even though I'm in jail. I was like, that doesn't make sense.
Yeah. He's excited he gets to see his circus thing even though he's in jail. Aww.
I was looking forward to the next time in our little chess game, so the show was just icing on the top.
Aww.
Yeah, I think you'll enjoy it. I will. And hey, come back soon, okay? I've been mulling over my next move in the meantime. Oh, speaking of which, I put a little something in your chess set. But you can take a look at it later. A little something. No idea what it might be, but thanks! If you hadn't detained me 18 years ago, it wouldn't have to end like this. Did you say something? Me? Oh, it was nothing. Goodbye, Bronco, and farewell. I did all that. And now you're telling me that it was my father who killed Broncos? Then what was all this for? I don't want to wind up dead too. I didn't want to be weak and vulnerable. That's why I tried to be like Goddess, which is why I stayed in touch with them all these years.
And there we have it. The truth at last. Mr. Saint, you were Mr. Canis's correspondence chess partner. And you were the one manipulating events this whole time.
You're right! It was me! It was me all along!
At last, he's finally telling the truth.
I was the one who witnessed the murder 12 years ago! But you knew that already.
The president's assassination, just as we thought. Which means he's the one who drew the picture.
And they knew it too. That's why. Lagarde kept questioning me, day in and day out. It got so I couldn't face what I knew the next day would bring. I was a nervous wreck. Who could blame me for wanting to get out of there?
But I imagine it wasn't as easy as simply running away. Witter would have sent his men after you, after all.
No matter where I went, they were on me. They never stopped coming. 24 hours a day. 365 days a year. I couldn't even sleep at night. Even the smallest noise had me chasing shadows. It drove me crazy. I was crazy once. They locked me in a room. So I joined the circus. At least that way, moving from place to place was part of the job. My whole life I've been up against the chief prosecutor and warden of a prison. No regular person could hope to stand up to people like that. From the time I was a child, I had nobody. But they weren't even the worst of it. The body double was behind it all, controlling everything. He may have been a fake, but he was the president of an entire country. What hope did I have? There was only one person I can turn to. Canis, the man who saved my life. He wasn't like Bronco. He really did want to help me.
That's quite a claim. Strange to think our famously ruthless assassin winning the admiration of the child he saved.
He showed me how to stop being a victim, to stop being hunted. And become a hunter myself, and they all became my prey.
But I doubt even you imagine the body double would ever go so far as to co-opt our country's police.
No, I sure didn't. As long as a winner was around, no evidence was ever gonna stand. He even nearly managed to ruin things this morning. Lagarde almost got away with it again. But I know him now like the back of my hand. I could see exactly how it was going down.
So he saw right through their plan. How Chairman Winter would try and suppress the evidence in Warden Lagarde's trial. I see. So that's why you kidnapped Sean, correct? You wanted to force a guilty verdict regardless of the presence of evidence or the rule of law.
Objection.
Maybe I did. But how else was I going to make them pay for what happened 12 years ago?
Whatever helps you sleep at night. But Winter pulled one last surprise, didn't he? He tried to kidnap Sean himself in hopes of influencing the verdict. In other words, you chose the exact same course of action as the man you so fervently claim to hate.
Objection.
That's only if I'd actually kidnapped anyone at all. But I'd never do anything wicked. Never, ever. Me? Commit a crime? No, 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 no. And besides, I don't hate the three of them. If anything, I'm grateful. They haven't done what they did. My revenge would have been nearly as fun.
Objection.
So you admit it. Your motive in all this was nothing more than revenge?
Sure, I admit it, so what? I despised every single one of them. But here's the kicker. I didn't kill anybody.
Hmm?
The most you can blame me for is writing the odd letter here and there. A quick note to Ringer to tell her about Winner, another to him so he knew about her. But the fact that they wanted to kill each other and one of them succeeded, that was all on them.
Oh my god, I have a talking thing. So you take no responsibility for the fact that your actions resulted in multiple murders.
Right, same thing at Gourd Lake. People are pretty much easier to control than animals, you know? Take the whole assassination plot. I handed that to Bronco on a plate.
That was part of his plan too? So Rook's murder was...
Objection.
No, no, no. That was all Bronco's idea. Nothing to do with me at all. Still, it moved things in the right direction, wouldn't you say? Isn't fate a crazy thing?
You can't talk like that about a murder.
Setting Lagarde up was easy too. I just made it seem like Knight and Canis were in contact with each other. And slipped the chisel inside the chess set.
So it was you who put it there.
Yeah, it was. I thought it might point everybody nicely in Canis' direction. Worked out pretty well, if I do say so myself. Not to toot my own horn. Who knew that it would be all it took to make an awful woman murder poor Bronco? I guess she got to where she just saw enemies everywhere she looked. Ah, I know the feeling. Even the smallest thing can send your paranoia into overdrive, and then things got ugly pretty quickly. I had a front row seat for the whole show! You were the last piece to be put into play, of course.
Who? Me?
Yeah, you!
Couldn't be.
You solved both cases and finally brought down Winner and Lagarde. I guess you could say your powers of deduction were a weapon that put an end to both of them.
Objection.
I didn't solve those cases for your sake.
Sure, you didn't know you were doing me a favor. You were just playing being an attorney for a little while, right?
What did you say?
All I had to do was cower and say, no, 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 a few times. And you rode to my rescue like the hero you were.
Ugh. Was getting arrested part of your plan too?
No, that wasn't something I expected, I have to admit. I never thought they'd take the chisel for the murder weapon. That was a real plot twist. Made my blood run cold for sure. But then who should come through with the turnabout to end all turnabouts? The greatest legal mind of his generation, my knight in shining armor. I bet it felt pretty good saving me like that, huh? You ought to thank me, you know? I don't do that for many people.
You're wrong. He wasn't playing at being an attorney. That's his fucking job. He was trying to help you. Besides, helping people is what Mr. Edgeworth does. He helped me right when I needed it most.
Okay.
Aw, did he? You're sure he wasn't just trying on his dear departed daddy's shoes for size?
No, that's not what he was doing.
Come on, K-Meister, don't let this clown get you down. He's projecting plain and simple, painting other folks with his own grubby brush. It's not just that he doesn't trust other people, poor kid doesn't even understand the concept. Doing something for somebody else's sake? Forget about it. He'll never understand. You think I care what you have to say about me? Consider this for a second. I've gotten my revenge on everybody I set out to get it from, and yet... Think about it. I never actually did anything. What's my crime exactly? Explain it to me. You think you can pin an incitement charge on me? Read my letters. I didn't mention murder anywhere. If I did, maybe you'd have a case. Maybe you could say I encouraged them. But it's the same stories as always, I'm afraid. Can't prove I did anything at all.
That's not true. You kidnapped me.
Sorry, but did I miss the part where you proved that?
Goddamn.
All I ever admitted to was sending letters.
You...
Letters which didn't threaten, coerce, or encourage anybody to do anything. I just passed on what you might call pertinent information.
Gah. He's a slippery one. I'll give him that.
There's gotta be something we can do. What about this? Excitement stuff he's talking about.
Incitement, Kay. It means to encourage or direct another person to commit a crime. In the eyes of the law, it's seen as equivalent to committing the crime itself.
So then, we just need to prove that he told them to do it.
It's not that simple, Kay.
You say like it's gonna be easy. Guess maybe you're not so big on due process after all. You think you can make me carry the can for murders I had nothing to do with? Think again. I don't even have to talk to you if I don't want to. In fact, why am I still talking to you?
Knuckle fast.
I can think of one reason. The tent is surrounded. There's nowhere left to run.
Really? You don't think I planned my escape too?
Is he about to try and hop in the hot air balloon to escape?
What if, just to pluck an idea out of nowhere, I trained all these vicious wild beasts to attack on command, for example?
Yeah, I'm sure that chipmunk is super fucking vicious.
All I'd have to do is say the word, then slide off stage in the chaos.
What? You wouldn't.
I'm just spitballing. But you'd pay to see that, wouldn't you? You could just as easily take Sean hostage with the gun I may or may not have in my pocket. Yeah, you know what? That'd make for a killer show.
You will do no such thing.
I can and I will.
It's hard to know what lengths he might actually be prepared to go to. But knowing what we know about him already, we have to be prepared for the worst.
Fine, I'll humor you. But once the curtain goes up on this little performance, it better be a lively one. For me, and we're done here, alright? Let's see if you can keep me entertained, shall we?
Gah, he's not gonna give me an inch. But there must be something we can do. We can't let his crimes go unpunished.
We're slowly losing our sanity now. Slowly losing the plot. Don't worry, I'm gonna go all the way over to the right.
Water.
Yeah, you're fine. I gotta go all the way to the right. Alright, whenever you're ready, read this line.
But it's the same story as always, I'm afraid. Can't prove I did anything at all.
Let's see if I can find this goddamn thing. Oh, wait. This.
Objection.
I'm afraid you're wrong. I have proof that you meant for at least one murder to happen. Because you said so yourself.
Yeah, there's something I need to tell you. Truth is, I was the one who made the big bad Chairman Winner kill little Miss Rosie Ringer.
What?
I said that? Weird. I don't remember. Little tee.
No need for you to remember. Because we have it on recording. I know you think you can worm your way out of everything. But this time you're wrong.
I am.
Yes, because our conversation was being recorded by someone intercepting the signal from the very listening device you planted.
It was.
You got your conversation with the clown here on tape. That's what you're trying to tell us.
No.
Lang Ji says, suck my dick and balls.
Like she says you can stick it up your ass.
I mean,
A schemer's scheme will swallow him in the end.
brother, what the fuck is that statement?
I mean,
That pretty
I know
much
what else
is
I
just-
could swallow.
it's not
Oh
far
my
off. I will admit it.
But in all honesty, right? They should have really considered the fact that if they knew that Judge Gavel's like phone was going to have the potential person who kidnapped her son call back on her phone, they should have bugged the phone to record the conversation themselves realistically. Or not maybe bug the phone, but they should have like recorded the conversations themselves realistically. Because what if they didn't have Lloyd's like actual
I think
like,
it might have just been like too fast for them to realize like what was happening. Like suddenly Sean was gone, and all of a sudden they're getting that call immediately, being like, "Yeah, by the way, I kidnapped him."
well,
for
no,
ransom.
because they knew that Sean was gone for a while. They spoke to Gavel.
Yeah, but
Gavel
they didn't
gave
know that
her
he was-
phone.
But they didn't know he was kidnapped. They didn't know he was snatched.
Well,
they just
no,
didn't
they
know
know
where he
because Gavel specifically said he was kidnapped. He was taken. That's why she had to try and get the not guilty verdict, because otherwise her son was gonna be gone. You know, like she knew that he was taken. That's why she gave her phone to Edgeworth to try and find the son, to find him. You know, and they had to try and figure it out. They just found, unfortunately, Winner instead of her son for a while, and that was the problem. But yeah, it's okay.
Miss Lloyd, could you play us the tape, please?
You bet I can. Here's the tape. Got it. It was this part right here. Mr. Edgeworth, that's Judge Gavel's cell phone.
Who is this? You're the one who abducted Kay.
I can't hear Mr. Edgeworth.
Oh, you see you know where I got confused? I thought he was talking to them through the fucking the pin. I forgot that he actually called them. So I was like, but he contacted them through the pin, didn't he? But then I realized, no.
Yeah.
Okay. Yes, that's where I got confused.
You are good. You are all good.
Sorry. It was right around here.
I was surprised as
Oh look, a problem.
Huh?
Huh? That's weird.
Is something wrong, Miss Lloyd?
I'll say, it seems we maybe didn't quite catch the next part on tape.
Fucking God. What?
Why? How could it not be on there?
It keeps like cutting out a little bit as you're doing it.
man.
That was so funny.
I
Or-
know, Remy.
Oro,
I'm
you're gonna have
just-
You're gonna have to rehear that line on stream at some point, because that shit was so funny here.
Yeah.
Aw, poor babies. You think I leave myself wide open like that? Well, think again. There's something a little special about that bug, you see. It can be turned on and off remotely.
What? You never knew they made those.
Okay, don't get ideas. Remote control bugs. Sure, they exist, but
So you switched it off to avoid being recorded.
Bingo!
Objection!
But how? You wouldn't even known you were being recorded in the first place.
Objection!
And I did. Of course I did. It was so obvious that someone was eavesdropping. And that's because... Mrs. Lloyd, was it? You knew about the kid prosecutor's kidnapping without any prompting.
No. You heard that whole conversation?
I didn't, needle pal. But I must say, I thought you would have figured it all out much sooner. Aren't you supposed to be a genius prosecutor?
Gugh.
Now, where were we again? Oh yeah, at the part where if you couldn't prove incitement, it was all game over. Ah, well...
Gugh.
Ah, shucks. So my tape ain't gonna be no use to nobody after all. Come on, I must have recorded something you can use.
If only that were true.
Hey, K-Meister.
Yeah?
The old buggeroo. It was hidden in your pin that whole time, right? That shake anything loose from the old brain tree?
I don't know. Give me a second to think.
You're the ones who's been directly in contact with him before.
Objection!
So sad, relying on flawed evidence, desperately trying to make it stick. Well, that's quite enough for that now. Well, next topic, please.
Huh. He's trying to steer us away from our current line of inquiry. You're the one who's been directly in contact with him before. Kay had a one-to-one encounter with him only recently. What if the sound from that point in time had been recorded? Miss Lloyd, how long were you recording the intercepts for the bug for?
Started about, let's see now, 2 nights back?
In which case? During which time frame will we likely be able to find Mr. Saint's voice on that tape?
2 nights ago.
2 nights ago. Mr. Saint abducted Kay and took her up on the roof of the big building 2 nights ago. What if there was a recording from around that time? Miss Lloyd, quickly play us any tape you have from the night before last.
Huh? Oh, sure thing. Here we go.
That's the sound of the balloon.
Indeed it is. At around that time, I imagine Mr. Saint would have been transporting you in it. Which means he can't have been too far away from you. Or the bug. Is there anything else on the recording, I wonder?
Wait, that noise.
That was a gunshot. Zzz, bzz. Huh. You turned the bug off then too, it seems. Unluckily for you, you were a little late in doing so. There's no escaping it now. That gunshot ties you directly to the case.
Huh? What are you talking about? Nobody even mentioned a gun.
He's wrong. Somebody involved with this case discharged a firearm. I just need to remember who it was present. Who it was and present the piece of evidence that proves it. Which piece of evidence shows that a gun was used in an incident related to this case? The
Yeah.
gunpowder.
The-
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
He had gunpowder on him.
It's written right here in the president's autopsy report. Traces of gunshot residue were detected on his hands.
Ugh.
And where was Kay when the gunshot was recorded? That's right. She was in the balloon being taken by you to the top of the big building. However, the roof wasn't as deserted as you needed it to be.
Yes, I was there with the president. Wait, not long after we started talking, he noticed something and told me to leave.
And if a gunshot rang out shortly after that? Don't tell me you didn't hear it yourself, Mr. Saint. Not when it sounds crystal clear in this recording. You're just gonna pretend to ignore me?
Well, what else do you expect me to do when you keep spouting your weird theories?
Knock him back.
We didn't just hear a gunshot on that tape. If you listen carefully, you can hear that the bullet hit something too. Could the president have been aiming at Mr. Saint? What would the bullet have struck?
Take that.
Balloon? I think the president was firing at the balloon. And if he was, what we heard on that tape could have been the bullet hitting the basket.
Let's take a look and see, shall we?
There it is! A hole.
With a bullet stuck in it.
There's a bullet hole in the bottom of the basket. I'd call that pretty conclusive proof. Well, Mr. Saint, how do you explain not just the sound on the tape, but the accompanying bullet hole?
You see everything, don't you? It's pretty impressive, I have to admit. I doubt there's anything I could hide from you if you really wanted to find it.
Just shut up and confess, will ya?
Alright, no need to get cranky.
Okay. We have like 14 minutes, but this section still, this is gonna be a bit still. And I'm like looking at how much, like, until like the last testimony, because this is still the second to last testimony. So I think we'll put this testimony and the last testimony and the conclusion for the next time we do this.
Yeah.
Because that'll
Have
probably
it all nicely wrapped
Yeah,
up.
we'll have all of this nicely wrapped up because I don't want to pause it in the middle of like this testimony section. I'd rather just not because it's just going to be a lot more of us annoyingly trying to figure this out. Whether we do this stream tomorrow, like a late tomorrow, or we do this next
Monday.
on Monday, we'll make that decision like after the stream. But yeah, otherwise, that is what has happened. That is what is going on with this case. How are you feeling about us pretty much being done with this case? We are just nailing him with everything at this point, or
It is
trying to.
crazy. how we've gotten to this point.
This has taken us a year, and this has been more than a year of us doing Ace Attorney too, because it's not just this, but we went from the Great Ace Attorney straight into this game pretty much. So we can finally, after this is done, we're taking a goddamn long break.
A nice little breather, if you will.
A nice little breather, if you will. So that's gonna be fun. I think that's gonna be a good old time. We'll see how well that goes, right? But yeah, that is. Wow, we are almost done. You know, like it's crazy how much we are pretty much almost done with this entire thing. Just a little bit more. Just a little bit more. You know. So yeah, that's all good and dandy. We had a good old fun time. I'm very, very happy, and yeah, we'll make the decision on whether that's gonna be the case. But like pretty much before we leave. So thank you so much for being here, Indian Owo. Thank you.
Of course.
We're gonna raid on over to a friend of mine who literally just started streaming. Oh, I'm so smart. I copied my name instead of theirs for some reason. So smart. We're gonna raid on over to LadyOka, guys. Give it up for LadyOka.
Yeah, LadyOka.
I've only heard great
My
things about her.
favorite comfy cozy elf VTuber.
Oh my god, you're so sweet. But I'm gonna raid you guys over to a good friend of mine who I met a few days ago on Valorant, and they got themselves starting to stream once again. So we're gonna go give them a little bit of kindness and appreciation. I might play some Valorant with them later tonight, so I don't know. We'll see. But I'm gonna go give you guys over to Dark Bloom just to go give them a little bit of a warm welcome back to the streaming life. I think that would be a little fun time. And yes, thank you so much for being here. Thank you. And we'll see what happens, because I have so much stuff to do tomorrow. Oh my god, I have
so valid,
dude. I got thrown into. They told us we're doing scrims tomorrow, and so it's the next 2 days. But at the time I'm starting streams, so I'm literally pushing my streams back by 2 hours. And I mean, I understand. I'd rather do the stream or the scrims than my streams at that point, because the tournament's this Friday. But man, like I'm just like I needed way more time than that, you know. But it's okay. It do be that way. It happens, and I'm very excited to see what happens. And yes, I'm excited to see how the ending of this story goes and how you guys react to it. So I hope you guys have a good old time, and go give Bloom lots of love and appreciation. They're a sweetheart. They're an absolute sweetheart. Okay, bye bye.